Hi everyone, I'm Rodney. I'm here with BoardGameGeek at Origins 2019. I've been joined by Diane from Shoot Again Games, and you've brought Born to Serve.
Born to Serve, yes.
I'm kind of curious about the theme of this game because I see superheroes, but I think we're doing a little double meaning here with the serving.
They're not
They're serving justice. They're serving French fries and and hamburgers.
Right. In Born to Serve, the good news is that all the players are superheroes. The bad news is you just lost your government funding for your supergroup, and now you have to go out there and get a real job.
Okay. Listen, sometimes I say to people, there's a theme for everything in the hobby. This continues to prove that to be true. Okay, so we got to serve. People are hungry. That's another kind of thing that we need to serve.
So you're all competing for the one wait staff job at the local restaurant. Whoever gets the most tips at the end of the day is going to get the job.
Right.
Okay. Of course, being superheroes, you all have superpowers.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And since you have superpowers, you're not above using them to make sure that you get the most tips.
I would think so.
And you get the job.
Yes.
So you're not going hungry.
Right. It's for the good of the community, really. People are hungry. They need to be fed. All right.
So in the game, there's 10 different superheroes to choose from.
So these are some of them here?
Yeah, that's some of them there.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, they all have 2 powers.
Right.
And the tables here represent the restaurant that you'll be serving in.
Right.
The cards up here represent the staff. By the way, there's more than this in staff. This is just some out there to represent them.
Sure.
Okay. And also the tables you use, the number of tables you use is dependent on the number of players. It's 2 to 5 players.
Right. And these are the superheroes we have out right now. They flip over, and this is kind of what we work from when we're playing.
Yes.
Okay.
You work with it, and you get that's how you do that. Okay. So you also notice that there's these cards that are on the tables.
Right.
These represent the customers and the potential tips they're going to give you.
Okay.
Now you might notice there's green and yellow.
Yes.
Okay. There's also lunch and dinner, but right now we're just serving lunch.
Okay, sure.
And the difference is, the green ones are known people to the staff. They go, oh, these guys come in every day for lunch. They get the lunch special. They leave $5. That's what you're going to.
Okay.
You can expect that.
Right.
The yellow ones are on the other side. You don't know if it's going to be very, very, very good or very, very bad.
Okay.
And so for the game, the green ones are kind of middle of the roadish, while yellow ones can go to more extremes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So someone's feeling a little more risky can go.
So it's a little bit more risky.
Yeah.
Okay. But it can pay off.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So what the staff do for you is in a variety of ways, they help you. They help you by either increasing tips at the table or by some way helping you win tables that you might not otherwise won.
Okay.
Now, every round, what you do is you start off by taking. Everybody has a Fortress of Loneliness here. That is where they store their superhero.
Sure.
Now, some people might call that just a storage shed, but that's their fortress.
Yeah,
okay?
absolutely. And
you take 5 service markers and you move them over, and you flip one of those to the +1 side.
Okay.
Okay. So these are basically the actions you're going to play. Only one to the +1 side.
Ah, sorry. Understood. Okay.
Okay. So on your turn, you're going to place a service marker. So when you place on a table to wait on that table, you always have to place on the lowest number spot. So if somebody was to come along after you and place, they would have to place on the 2. Now, of course, they could have placed on the 1 or elsewhere, but that's how it goes. Additionally, you can place a service marker on the staff, and the staff will help you in a variety of ways. The hostess, for example, she'll make sure that she seats your customers at the table with the best view, and therefore
that's going to increase the tip, right? I think.
Exactly. And so now this could go anywhere. I'm just going to place it here for example's sake. Okay, and that's going to add +3 to the tip.
Right.
When it ultimately pays off. Now you'll keep going around placing your service markers at any point during the round. Okay.
Yes.
On your turn.
Yep.
You can use one of your 2 superpowers.
Right.
The superpowers are all unique to each character, and they're themed to the characters. You get to pick one of them, and whichever one you pick, you use it, and you flip it over to show that you've used that power for that round.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So this would keep going until
everyone's used up all their tokens.
So everybody's used up all their tokens. So let's say it's something like this.
Sure.
I'll just do this just for example. Okay, so, not there. On the plates. There we go.
Okay.
I always have to go numbers.
Yep.
Okay,
well,
so.
it's not a real game. I'm just getting them out here just so you can keep going.
Here, so now what happens is, now it's the scoring phase.
Yes.
Okay, and to score, you go through and you look at the state the tables are in. There's basically 3 states they can be in.
Right.
If they're totally filled, that means that the people are done eating, they left their tip, you're going to pay that out.
You've done a good job. Right.
If they're partially filled, okay, that means those people are still working on their meals.
Yeah.
So that's just going to stay for the next round.
Okay.
If no one's waited on them, no one's going to get that tip. They are going to storm out.
Yeah.
And basically, this restaurant has a bad Yelp review in its future, talking about the horrible wait staff and the terrible job that they do.
Fair enough.
Okay. Now, the tables, the way they score is, it's whoever has the most service markers on it wins the table.
Right.
In the event of a tie like this,
sure,
whoever is on the highest plate wins it.
Okay.
Okay, so now you would score it, and this is now when you flip over those unknown customers to see what kind of tip they're leaving you. $4, that's not so great.
Yeah, well, we got +3. So
but we've got the +3.
Yeah.
And also you might notice that the 4 and 5 plate tables, this is a +1 and a +2. That's added gratuity for having more people. So you add that. So 3, 4, 8, and then you add the +1. Now notice the green didn't win, but that still doesn't matter. It still counts in increasing the tip.
Okay.
So that's a $9 tip. The black one, so black has to take one of these, and they send them off into the phantom realm. They're basically out of the game, and they would go up on the score score chart, which is not on here, but I got this upside down. Yeah, they would just move up on the score chart. Now, if there's a second token available, a second service marker available, they can also take that and send it to the phantom realm for 9. Okay, they don't have to though. Okay, they can instead return it to their fortress of loneliness. Now, anybody that helped, they're not completely lost. They haven't completely lost out. They're going to get half the tip rounded down for each marker they contributed. So in this case, it would be 4 each, so it would be 8 for green.
And where do their pieces go? Back to their?
Their pieces go back to their fortress of loneliness. They don't lose them.
Right.
Now, I've said that these are out of the game. Not entirely true, because on a future round, you can place someone on the washroom attendant, and what he does is you freshen up, and you would take one of them back from there, and it would go back.
Clearly, he goes to the phantom realm and brings them back. Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay, so so now at the end of the round, you score everything out. This would go away. This would go back, and you'd reset. All these would go back. Okay.
Yeah.
And then taking off the top of the deck, you would take if it was yellow, say face down, green face up. You're going to go all through. You're going to go through all through lunch and then dinner. Now, also, if you've used your power, this is the time that you'd reset it.
Sure.
And you're going to move 5 over, or as many as you have. If you have less than 5.
So, what will cause the game to end? Like once you finish the dinner, all the dinner tips. Okay. Then that's going to signal the last round of the game. Even if they don't fill up, those tables would just get flipped over and not used for that last round. That's why it has the sorry we're closed on the back. And even if they don't get filled, they still score, and that's the end of whoever has the most there, that. And then ultimately, whoever has received the most in tips, which are tracked here, will then go on to be the one who's hired.
They will get the job and
excellent
and win the game.
Is this something that's available now or coming soon?
Yes, it literally just came out, was released here at Origins.
Oh, congratulations!
So thank you.
Fantastic. So if this is something that interests you, then this is something you can look for in stores or on the website.
Yes, it's going to be. It should be out in distribution and everything too. So yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Diane, for giving us an overview of the game.
Well, thank you.
And all of you, thanks for watching.